Good evening, this is Nerfed, Human, and welcome back to our Rebels campaign here on Medieval 2 Total War. And you join me outside Frankfurt, where we do need to take this force on, if nothing else, because last time we actually had some money, baby. And, okay, minus 6,000 right now. We potentially can sort that out and find a little bit more money to spend this turn. Frankfurt should be fairly rich. It's not massive, but 6,000 people should be enough to steal some money from, so we shall see about that. We've also got Innsbruck, which is still potentially painful, but I think we should just take the hits and head on in there because we have opportunities. We might as well take them. Timbuktu's another one, actually. So yes, we're going to sack a few of these towns at the start here, get a bit of money, and then we'll hopefully bring together our plans. Our plans mostly involve getting, yes, Milistikos, which for some reason I really struggled to say. Yes, get the force here. Well, take the town, grab the forces on the boat, and head over to Cyprus because that's all the Byzantines have now. It's after good old Captain Foromir over here managed to somehow win last time. That was lovely, but unfortunately his boat didn't, and we are going to have to, yes, push some other forces over to go and finish off the Byzantines. We're going to try and hold on over in Constantinople, and hopefully we can bring some other plans together. A deal over here. He needs a boat, and money here. Yeah, we could get him a boat, and then we could head across with, yes, the Shard of the True Cross over to Sicily, to Naples. And if this is a victory here, then that would be the end of Sicily too, and I'd be very, very delighted with that. So we shall see. I think should probably head on in, and I'll probably just start with nice simple one over in Timbuktu. Although, you know what? Yeah, let's do Timbuktu first. Nice simple one, and with that done, then I can head into Frankfurt and get everyone killed. Because of how long it takes to get these guys up on the walls, they are not managing to do it very well whilst they're losing numbers to archers. And to be honest, they've not even got the towers activated anymore because, yeah, they weren't really helping them. At this point, they're pretty much all dead, so I think this should be fairly simple. And victory is ours. I'm guessing they must have left the plaza because, yes, we were just busy shooting them down. Yeah, seems like the last guy just got caught off, and that is victory for us. Of course, it could have been easier if the game would listen to you on the walls and put people where you want. But hey-ho, it's a bit of a mess. But that was pretty good, actually. 2 infantry and an archer against in a city with only 3 archers. Nice job. 2,500. Nice start, Omar. So, good old city of Omar has been captured. We will turn up the tax rate. We will smash down the church. And yes, there's no brothel here, of course, because this is Islamic. No shisha hall. No, so we can't smash that up. There is a Portuguese cardinal down here, though, which is interesting. Doesn't really matter to me too much, mind you. It just means that there's less religious unity and more likely to rebel if we ever lose it. The thing is, I don't have enough units to go and swing by to Arguan right now. We could walk there, but not if these guys are around. So we'll see if there's any more units you want to turn up. Captain Gonzalo is not able to help us just yet. Let's head into Frankfurt then, because this is a big chunky one. And I think we'll be fine, but yes, we just need to be sensible about it. So there are 5 units who could be on the walls here, so we can't really outmaneuver them. We just have to pepper them. Well, we'll try to outmaneuver, but we'll see how it goes. This is not quite usual protocol, but seeing as we don't actually have as much equipment as we should, we are actually going to go for a proper assault here. Now, if we had a bit more equipment, if I hadn't mucked around with our positioning, we could have potentially, got more and more surrounds, but they've got a lot of towers on because they have enough units to activate them, damn it. Nonetheless, we're going to get some archers in position, and they're just going to do some shooting. We'll see how it goes. Now, they do want to shuffle along like they are. Yeah, they're doing their classic dance. That's great. So, we are going to see what we can do over there. But at the front gate, we're just going to run on in, to be honest. I'm going to say, you get yourselves up onto that wall. And we can get these 2 guys into position about here. Get these knights ready as well. They're going to run on over there. See, they're running around like madmen right now. We'll see. Maybe we can get the peasant in. And if the peasants do get in, then we're in a nice position to potentially bring in the anti-king squad. So we'll see how it goes. On the note of the anti-king squad, okay, they're going to come on out. Now, the AI does like to do this, of course. So I'm just going to say, yeah, come and charge them down. That'll be absolutely fine. We'll send in some cavalry to overwhelm them. Just everyone but the general coming in to help. Now, if these Viking raiders want to just keep on climbing, that would be ideal. The peasants can just guard position. That's fine. Hold the ram if you can. But yes, we're just going to send the cavalry. Oh, it's very silly. I like the AI learning my tricks. The AI is learning. That's worrying, isn't it? Anyway, all is fine. You guys run yourselves over here right now. And if these guys can just get someone over here, that would be magnificent, because we can just run through the gateway. So they are now running. That's excellently good news. This guy has the ram. Can't knock down the wall, the gateway, if it's open. And looks like Mr. Cavalry are just going to run through the open gate. Oh, that's lovely. We had a whole invasion plan here, lads, but okay. They want to just let us run on in. The ram's burning down, of course it is. But we don't even need to worry about that now, because we've actually got ourselves inside. So, yes, you guys all run over there, charge him down. We'll keep the general back for the time being. That's absolutely a-okay. Get the archers just to continue firing on them. These guys have to take on those spear militia who are coming over to that flank. That's fine as well. And yes, with this gate now open, we should be able to get these guys in. So get these guys in immediately. Get the infantry over to there. Yeah, you guys just get yourself in. But these guys can actually come into the street here. That would be lovely stuff. You guys line yourself up, preferably around about there, actually. That would be lovely. Where are my cav? They're not listening to any of my instructions. Come and kill people. Please, get on with it, you numpties. We've got murdering to do. So we're lined up here. Now, what I'd actually like these crossbows to do is get themselves over here and make sure that they are shooting into them. That's kind of the point of the crossbows. Lovely. Right, and your job is indeed to be shooting in the back of these guys, as I'm sure you might have worked out, but my guys are not doing anything. Will you listen? We have this gateway. We have gateway. Charge through gateway. Okay? I don't care what the game seems to think, because they're on this wall up right now, all dying. We have the gateway open, so we're going to go and grab it. Send these guys over here. If they want to come and kill these lads, that would be absolutely marvellous. More terrible positioning from units up on the wall. We've now got crossbows in about 8,000 different angles on this thing. So we're going to charge these Imperial Knights into these mailed knights who are currently just wandering around like a bunch of vagabonds. So, okay, charge on in, plough through these lads. We've got the lances down, and they should be getting surrounded, but of course my cavalry's still standing there. Of course it's standing there. Why would it do anything other than... what is actually going on in this battle? Like, what is it actually doing? Because they're not doing sensible things either. So, who cocking knows? These guys are actually being fought by town militia, so they can go on to some kind of guard mode. Yeah, you just continue to shoot at them. I don't really know what's going on, but it's fine, I guess. I wonder if these guys can find a way to walk in. They apparently can. Are these guys fighting, or are we just standing? I did tell them just to stand on top of them, which in fairness they kind of are doing. So that's fine. My chivalric knights are actually fighting these guys, which isn't really the idea, but it's kind of fine as it is. Get the spear militia to... I don't know. Come over here. I don't know what they need to do. They just need to do something, because this battle's a mess, but it's mostly fine, except these generals are just standing around. Can we find a way to, like, not die, lads, and actually fight? I mean, I know we're the anarchy, but this is ridiculous. You can see two of them right at the front there. Luckily, they've run past the battle because they are numpties. So that is what we'd expect, of course. Now, they have this tower because they're fighting us here, which is kind of ridiculous because, quite frankly, they clearly don't have any control here. Neither do I. Let's be fair. but God knows what's happening. These guys are now running over here, which isn't ideal. Apparently we've lost on the front wall. I don't mind. We'll just fall back a little bit. We do have some Norse swordsmen over here, so we'll send them in to come and help. I don't know what's cocking happening, but it's probably all fine. Well, this battle has been unusual, to say the least, but we are going to get the Norse swordsmen forward as the spear militia turn up to take on the peasant archers. It's not really ideal. We might just ignore them, to be honest, because we have a lot of better things going on. There's the general over there who I'd like to tease forward. So, oh indeed, he is going to come for us. So I'm going to say, lads, if you can charge, just charge. Because some of you are actually vaguely lined up. So, charge them forward. They actually seem to be listening to this instruction. And I guess it's just how it's going to have to work. I've told you to charge. Charge. Anytime. So, we're going to attempt to charge here. The general seems to be in a bit of a bad position, actually. So, ooh, I think we might have lanced him in the rear. No one likes to lance up the arse, and, well, this guy's still fighting for the time being. But they've now given up on these walls. So, does that mean we can get someone over there? It might do. I don't really know what's happening, so we'll just see. If I can get the general through the front gate, though, then that would certainly help. Down goes their general anyway, so I'm going to say Steve there did it, but I'm not sure who he was. So between them, they've potentially worked it out. Bring the crossbows forward. I don't know that they're going to be very helpful, but as we capture the gateway, there we go. Send the general in. Let's get this darn battle. I can see one of them's crossed it, General. General, I can see we have a Steve here. Someone has opened this gate. Get the cocking gate open, lads. Is it ours yet? No, apparently still not. Someone's dead. Ioannes has died. Well done. I imagine if you were more competent, we might have had a chance. But there we go. Right, sadly, they've now made it to the plaza because that's taken us too long to do. Nonetheless, we should have the general into the city, if nothing else, and we can get some archers over here. And I don't know, we can find some way to finish this cocking battle off. Mostly, who died? Which of you is Ioannes? Oh, it doesn't even show me. If anyone knows, that'd be great, but the comment section will be too late on that front, I suppose. Crossbow militia. Can you shoot over the top to them? We do have some spearmen. Can we just get the spearmen to do that job? That would be magnificent. To be fair, these guys are pretty darn cheap. We've got tons and tons of these guys. So, yes, we'll move the Norse swordsmen forward because that's a good job that they can manage to do. There's some town militia over there. Let's go and deal with them. Even at the end here, it's getting stupid. We sent the Norse swordsmen to go deal with these guys, and now they got caught in some other nonsense. Just putting these guys away as well, who should be getting shot by the arrows. Meanwhile, on this side, yeah, the crossbows are taking care of these lads while they hit the Schiltrum. And, okay, we are whittling them down eventually, but it is a big old messaroony, but we'll just about get there. So, we'll just let the missiles finish the job as much as possible, to be honest, lads. I'm kind of happy with that. So, bring the missiles forward, get as much damage as you can done. We've got the swordsmen here in case we need them. I don't think we will, but the general can come forward. And he's done a decent job here helping out. If I knew who Ioannes was, I'd send him in to go and die. But there we are. At the end here, lads, you're not supposed to be killing them. You're supposed to be leaving it for the crossbows. So we'll let the crossbows finish them off. I think that's basically it. Yes. So Frankfurt's been a cocking nonsense of a bloodbath. 37% lost. Not surprised at that, but it would have helped if anyone actually bothered listening to any orders. Nonetheless, we are the anarchy, and I guess that's a type of anarchy. It's not the kind that I want. Nonetheless, if Timbuktu gave us 2.5 grand, I'm expecting enough here. Very nice indeed. And, okay, a noble death for Ioannes, whoever he was. Okay, with that then, very high tax rate. Smash the church. Apparently the Pope doesn't like it. I love it. And anything else? Town Hall, Town Guard. Yeah, okay, we'll just leave that stuff for the time being. Actually, Town Hall doesn't actually lead to anything, does it? This is just things like the diplomat. We don't need any of that, he says, with plague in the town to the north. Anyway, we'll just leave that as it is. So with that, we probably need to have a little bit of an idea of what's in front of us. Any tiny unit. There's a few peasants. You wander over to... Okay, that answers that question. Yes, they do indeed. That's Metz. Maybe they were thinking of attacking the Frenchies. Okay, Staufen to the south is probably our next bet. But I'd say instead, yes, let's just get everyone onto the river, and that's a decent place to stand for the moment. Okay, veteran warrior, as we may have just seen there, gives us a bit of money to spend. Some spearmen there isn't a terrible idea. That's not great in terms of our options. Bressau's under siege again. I would say actually, well, we might have more important places to get some units than that, to be fair. However, I did have a boat here, yes, just with my Viking raiders. Fine. I want to think about it. We've still got Innsbruck to do. Question is, do I actually want to do this? Because if that army's there, and that other army's Metz-Staufen kind of way, maybe we do hold off here. Maybe we just spend this money. Let's not be a complete fool. Now, I did say I needed a boat somewhere. Where did I say that? Oh, yes, in Adil. Adil can have us, or desert cavalry in a boat. We'll get an extra unit. Always a decent idea when we're going to invade someone. We do have 2 more men over here as well. So, do we want to use them, or do we want to use that to help? It's annoying. I'd quite like to finish this one off with that if I had a chance, but maybe I'll send them over here. Nothing more on there. If we can, if we need reinforcements, then they're available whichever direction we need to go. So that's probably the most important place to get some reinforcements. Elsewhere, I don't know where we want them, but 900 left isn't a huge amount. But you never know, there could be more options on the end turn. Okay, I'm going to say, let's double down on some crossbow cav. Very effective, very expensive though, Thomas. 5 for 10 isn't the worst. You get yourself some archers just to make sure we're bolstering as much as possible. And can we have a new capital? Ooh, I'll tell you what I can do, which is potentially cheeky, but this should work right. If I make Constantinople the new capital, absolutely marvellous. Now any new generals hopefully spawn here. Maybe gives us a chance to kind of play around. We've got plenty of generals over here. No need to send any more in this part of the world. So 199, there must be a basic unit. Yeah, just a peasant somewhere that we can get. Viking raiders, unfortunately, cost a little bit too much. Okay, a woodsman over there. Is that where I want to get a unit? Yes, I think that's about the best I can do for now. So, end our turn, and we'll see what happens. Another siege over in Ioannes. I'll be honest, I'm not feeling too confident. This is the army that was floating around before. It's come back for us. Okay, they only have 1 ladder, 1 ram. I don't have any cav, but I might just be able to disrupt them enough. We'll see. Well, we're just going to ignore the ladder because all I want to do is stop the ram from arriving. So we will see if these guys can make it to actually interfere with said ram. Okay, guys, charge on into those Slav lads. And we just need you to do enough for long enough. Hold position now. Just hold and stop the cocking ram. Your job is to stop it. How have you failed so badly? And also, you seem to have given up on half of the men on this ram. Why is it still being pushed? I don't know how it's managing to be pushed, but it's still being pushed, which is just marvellous. Hopefully it'll burn down, but I suspect we're in trouble now. They're doing a very good job of pushing it up this hill, considering, yes. Several of the people have been killed already, but there we go. There we are. There's another arrow onto a dead man. But unfortunately, there's very much we're going to be able to do here because we are mostly killing the people and not the ram. And apparently, it's going to make it. So that's unfortunate. Okay. Well, we're doomed. Anyway, we'll just see how it goes. There's still a chance it burns down. It's not burning down at all. Actually, no, it's caught fire. Ha ha ha! I am a genius, as it turns out. Okay, get ourselves up here, lads. Get ourselves up here. We have a chance. With the ram burning then, it is just down to Big Chunk on the walls, and we do not have very many good units at all. But I will send in the Italian spear militia lads I've got to try and help. Just got to hope to chunk them down enough. They're now broken! Okay, with them broken, I think we might have this, because they don't have enough infantry to do this. They don't have very much at all in that regard. So I think we're going to get away with it with some classic ram burning nonsense. Woohoo! So indeed, there we go. They lost 220 odd. We lost 100. That is a significant amount of our men, but job done. It turns out there's a massive, massive army of Egyptians around here, which is unfortunate. We're going to a draw. Oh, we managed to get away with it. Okay, that's absolutely fine. And as for Breslau, oh lads. Actually, no, they didn't bring cavalry this time, but they only were on ram. I think we know how this is going to go. I think it's fair to say that this isn't looking too good. The general's shamed himself, which is not particularly ideal, no. The gate isn't going to open for you, lad. All you were supposed to do was get back in front of the ram. Yes, indeed, the gate is just sticking there now. So let's just see if this will help us out, because at this point, yeah, they're just taking on those Lithuanians, which is not great for us, but it's not terrible either. So... not really sure how this goes from here, but yeah, we might just get a chance to get in the way of this ram a little bit more. We don't seem to have got it on fire, so yeah, not great. Although they might just set it on fire by themselves, that would be amusing, but they do seem to somehow not be hitting their ram at all, which is a shame. Down goes the general. The ram is now at the gate. And okay, I'm going to send these guys back over in this direction. They can just send some missiles in from back there. That will be fine. It's getting smashed up pretty darn quickly at this point. And send these guys just to keep the tower on for as long as possible, he says, as he, you know, entirely screws that up by, yes, being there. Right, you guys, hold that for a moment. Hold that just for a moment, lads. Keep the towers shooting just for a minute. We need everyone else back on this plaza to do as much battle damage as we can. Our only real chance now is to take out these peasants. They are wavering, flaming shots on them. We are at the end of our last few men. Hold in here. Oh, that is a break. That is a break. Okay, who else? Who else can we get here to die? We're the ones who are wavering, not them. But who knows? Mercenary Spearman 58, Woodsman 27. You seem like a good candidate, actually. We might just have a chance to take you out. That's who you need to aim at next. I know you're getting shot, Lithuanians. We just have to ignore it. This unit back here, we can't even kill them, even if it comes to it, can we? Probably not, no. Even so, we're going to do our best. Speed up, lads. I think you're just going to have to get your shots away and see what we can do. The last 5 of our men before we're down to just the Lithuanians. And... yeah, sadly, as much as we are doing some excellent work, we're not going to be able to do it. This guy's fighting an entire army by himself. And yeah, sadly, these Lithuanians will have to just chunk their way through all of this best they can. Shoot them if possible. But sadly, we are going to lose this to the Poles. 60%. And that is officially defeat. Damn old Wartislaw. On to the new turn then, and we listed Christos taken over. We will immediately get on the boats and get ourselves moving. There's Admiral Osman over there, so we should probably take care and put these 2 boats together. So we'll be okay together, you'd think. And that brings us a half stack. Now I might just dump a couple units here on the way, see if we can nab that. Plus Lancaster only has 2 units in it, so... we will see about that. Now, Iconium's right there. What are you doing over here? Why is there an army there? It should be the safest place on the whole cocking map, just about. Okay, fine. They can handle themselves. It'll be no issue whatsoever. Yeah, we had a new general turn up here. Good old Oxenter. Fine. This is Russian, actually, over here. So we could do with cavalry rather than... useless infantry lads, but it's fine. Annoyingly, yeah, Hungary are turning up as well, which isn't great, to be honest. We will though keep an eye on what's going on over here. And that's the guy who just retreated from us. So we'll just continue to convert this region. I think we might want to go for Innsbruck pretty soon, actually. However, King Canoodle. King Canoodle. I'm going to say, come have a little trip over to London. And I can't help but notice there's an army outside. Can't help but notice there's more armies outside, which could cause you quite a lot of problems, actually. It's quite a lot. Well, King Canoodle, we'll see how you get on. We do have another force turn up over here. Off the board advance. And if these guys are wandering around, they might get distracted by them. Oh, we got a force outside Dublin. Very nice. Into Dublin we go. Fortunately, it's just short of enough. There are the, yes, the Portuguese at Carnarvon as always, but they're only bringing a princess this time, which is bizarre. We do have this lad who can come and deal with King Henri. We need to at last go down. So, yes, Reginald, we're going to have a bit of a sally, and we're going to bring you into the fight to help clear this up. In they come then, and of course it's going to be the classic Unité, charge and run away, which just means hopefully that they get slaughtered by arrows. Have lost a few men on these Sergeant Spears, but that is to be expected. General's just getting himself organised over here, and to be honest, we might have to face the General this time, yes. Okay, get yourselves in. He's going to plough into a very loose formation, Sergeant Spearmen, who are just really loose to hold a position, to be honest with you. Not really expecting too much from him. Do get Mr. General over there. Okay. Yeah. You pull out. That'll be fine. These guys can just continue to hold that kind of vague position. Their job is just to intercept the General if he wants to run on in. Now, here we are quite near the walls here, so we can do some good damage to them if they want to get close. So hopefully they're just going to come back for another charge, because that's what they did last time. Indeed, it does look like the General, though, is going to charge at our General, which is less ideal. So I'm going to give him a bit of a run around and see how that goes. So, yes. Run across the line, lads. Run across the line. Don't get yourself caught. That's fine. That's fine. You guys follow up them. And if I'm honest, lads, you probably just want to get into Mr... Oh, we haven't quite got him. Just hold him in position for a moment there, lads. It's fine. Yeah, you just hang around there. Try not to actually engage him properly. Just hold him in position while we actually get the infantry into play. Now, once these guys are in play, I think we'll be okay. We're technically not a general, by the way. Of course, we are chivalric knights. So actually, our best bet is to let these infantry engage. Get on top of him. See, they're just desperately trying to deal with this general, aren't they? Okay, fine. If nothing else, we can keep him dancing. And we can keep him dancing in range of our missiles. That's probably the best bet. But the infantry can try and get on top where possible. Okay, good. That's pretty good. The infantry are in place. The missiles are doing their work. Probably could have sent someone after them. But I think they're going to die at the end of this battle because I don't think they've got any boats around. So, infantry, get yourself in position. These guys move forwards. Let's not be too stupid here because he's just going to charge back in a moment, obviously. So we'll just turn ourselves around and ready for this. Okay, he's coming in. Spears. Guard mode. You're going to be hurt here, by the way, just so you know. The General's going to come and help. So you just need to hold firm for a moment. So they're going to smash right through the front, but there are lots and lots of crossbows and things like that. Blowing the horn of destiny. General's right there, and God, we're coming right on in. It's actually General v General right now. Oh, love it, sir. Get in there. Get in. He's right there. Come on, lads. I don't respect you if you don't try and kill him yourself. Come on. He's there. Anyone want to take him down? King of Portugal. Down he goes. He was watching. Just watch him. He killed him with his stare. Let's go with that. Okay, pull yourselves out of there, lads. That's absolutely fine. They are gone. Okay, we've managed to clear them off or something. If we can just get enough in terms of, yeah, if we can just get enough what do you call it? Money. That's the word. Just get enough money, we'll be able to get some reinforcements here. I mean, this is already some reinforcements. No one's going to take it like this. But yes, England can be very interesting on the end turn. We'll have to see how that one goes. So that is the king dead and his army defeated. Get on into the castle, and if I'm honest, I don't really want to do any merging because I quite like having small units on Medieval 2. This is a little bit smaller than I'd like, but yeah, small units is good just to kind of fill the walls. I'll get those 7 men together, but aside from that, we'll leave them as they are. Now, kind of notice Scotland. You know, a big army down here, which suggests that you might not have a big army up here. We'll see how all of that goes soon enough, I suppose. Over in Zine, we have taken that off them and immediately smashed the place up, and we're going to run away. Unfortunately, it's going to be a few turns too late to save Alexandria, which I will just attempt to sally at right now because we are going to lose. So we've done a tiny bit of damage, but not too much. Over here, we can't actually escape, so I just decided we're going to try and be sneaky by, you know, besieging a couple angles. They'll attack us, and we'll just try and jiggle around the castle walls or something very, very silly. So we'll see how that goes. Elsewhere over here in Adil, we potentially, well, we're not going to get these guys to come join, but we can send some other lads along. I would say we just want to take them all because let's not even worry about trying to defend the rest of it. Now, if they want to sally... okay, well, we'll just go and blockade the port, and that's fine. You just stand there and blockade it. So they have 4 units, including their factionaire. That could be difficult, but we've got to go for it, damn it. So that's the plan. That part of the word, I must say. That's a bit of a random force. Just another general. Well, we'll just give it a go. Oh. Okay, did not see this force. That's slightly different, isn't it? Okay, you get yourselves around here. Marseille will fall to us. It's a bit random. We're not really on the way to deal with France, but we'll do that. We are, though, on the way to go and deal with Staufen, which is actually right by this river here, according to my map. So, I mean my map on the wall, of course, because, yes, that's just the way we roll here on the channel. As for Nuremberg, the problem is I know that there's a couple armies floating around. So if we take that big army on with this guy, it's fine. We're going to besiege them from the bridge. I'm pretty sure that you can besiege them right next to that bridge there. Innsbruck I'm tempted to go and do now, though, because whilst it is only a few turns, 2,500 monies left. I think we need to do it, to be honest. Nikita will be attacked very soon, and Mark is on his way, but it's still going to be a few turns until he gets to Smolensk. So... interesting one. We'll just have to see what the end turn looks like after this, but hopefully there's enough booty in this one. So let's head on in, and we've got ourselves some battered units now, so hopefully that will make the difference. Now, of course, 3 units in one of these super tight castles here can activate an awful lot of towers. So yeah, we're going to be using our ladders effectively, I would suggest. These are quite magnificent looking towers, but we're going to go and grab these guys, shove them in. These Stardust militia are going to head on in just to see how they react. This is the gap we currently have that's completely clear, but these guys are just coming in to really take a brunt of it. They are a decent unit in fairness. They should be okay. We'll see how it goes. Now, if they want to, yes, give up with this bit of wall, obviously we're going to go and send these guys over. So you go and do that right about now, and we're going to start heading on in at all the angles, and they hopefully won't know what to do. These guys are indeed up at the walls now, so come on. This is going to be painful, I would suggest, for quite a lot of my men, but we will find a way to make it work. It does look like they've given up a few positions already. They don't quite know where to be, and if I'm honest, lads, this is not a good idea. So drop that and just run back. Okay, drop it and run back. Okay, don't worry about any of that. They're immediately going to start reacting to this guy instead. No. Yes, no. Yes, no. Just need to put the Benny Hill music over this particular bit of the battle. Okay, Benny Hill ahoy. Otherwise, get these lads over here right now. If the game wants to, you know, vet us, of course, because yeah, we can go and grab the actual walls, and with the walls under our control, we'll be in a much better position. We can get the cavalry in to come and help. Now, these guys, okay, they are just fleeing the walls at this point, which is okay, but I wouldn't mind a bit of a fight, to be honest. We shall see how this goes from here, but I need my archers to be in a good position. So, how are you guys in? Peasant archers. Oh, yeah. Assuming we can get in, lads, over. Oh, this gateway's never going to open, is it? Guys, get yourselves over here. We need to get the cavalry in. Now's the exact perfect moment for the cavalry to be in this town. Okay, we're just going to deal with this tower for the time being. Get yourselves down here and fight them, please. And the archers, I think you've now got a free reign to go over there, because I think we can now clog up this street. Get these guys down here. Hopefully they won't get flanked. They might do, but we'll just see. Run over to the base of the entrance, because that will open up the gate. Come on, chaps. One day this week can be lovely. And now we do have the gate, which is very nice, but it's also, yeah, a little bit less than ideal at this point, because we've already kind of got these guys surrounded, so it's not particularly as helpful as it would have been. Nonetheless, Mr. Cavalry, you can come and help. So get yourselves around here right about now. That'd be marvellous. As for you lads over here, we need you down in the street. Get these lads at the front. Get these guys in behind, just in case some shenanigans happens with the back street there, but I don't think it can. Nonetheless, we will stroll into position over there, and we should be in a pretty good place now. Yeah, these guys, stop all of that nonsense. So, with you clogging up this street here, oh yeah, that's lovely. Now we can get our archers into position. Okay, they've given up the walls, which is excellent news by and large. There's still the odd missile coming on in, but I'm not too concerned about that. Yeah, grab the general, bring him over there by the gateway, and archers, get up on the cocking wall, alright? That's your job. We're ignoring the fact that the archers are obviously in stupid positions, as ever they should be. Yes, we can now at the very least shoot that last archer just to make sure he's gone, and now we can start shooting down into these lads who are not in the best position, but we are going to have to do some proper fighting here potentially. We'll say archers shoot into the back of these guys instead. And yeah, you guys charge on in. You guys charge on in. And you guys just kind of plug that position. Okay, you guys might just need to come into here. General's going to as well. You lads get into that position. Archers will be shooting into the back of the general at this point, I would say. You guys try and push through. The armor sergeant. Oh, you went down quick. Goodbye, Otto. You are dead now. And with that, hopefully their units are not going to last super long. We've kind of got these guys surrounded, which is excellent news. Don't want the general to die. Just bring him back. It looks like this is going our way. We've got Italian spear militia, damn it. They are ridiculously strong. So yes, we have indeed ripped apart those armoured sergeants. A few of them going to make their way through. But to be honest, what we're going to do is now get the surround in like this. That's lovely. Very quickly, lads. Get on top of them. Don't let them get back to the plaza. Okay, they're making it back to the plaza. Bit of a shame, but it's fine. We'll regroup over there, and we'll halt here, and we'll just let the archers do their work. And now it is just a matter of whittling them down. Lads, stay out of the way, off the plaza, so that they're routing. Thank you very much. But yeah, the missiles are just making sure we shoot them down. General's being whittled to his death. And yeah, this would have been very hard to do a few turns ago. But yeah, we've done enough damage to them by and large now, where these units are a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to rout. And that is making this so much nicer to deal with. So Archer's now out of missiles, which is unfortunate. So we're just going to get some guys into positions here. Get the general to plough on in. Bit of a charge. You'd like to think that would have done something. I'm not sure it did very much. General's killed himself now with his charge just to ruin the battle. It shouldn't cause any problems. But you never know. I just kind of wanted a charge here, to be honest. So get in there, lads. Get in there. We're just going to have to plough into them now. And it is what it is. So plough on through, sir. Do lots and lots of good chunking. At this point, yeah, we're just going to have to take him down. It's 38 armoured spearmen. It just is what it is. But I'd say this is very nice. This sacking should give us something good. We will have to see. But yeah, 1 minute left. We will probably take them down anyway. Maybe not, actually. Maybe a couple of them get to live. If that's the case, then, yep, the last 3, you get to live. Or the last 1, in fact. So, defeated. And yes, we can use this to guard. We can't take out the Holy Roman Empire very easily because of Italy. They still have 2 settlements, but this is a good step forward. Sadly, only 1,000 from the sacking. That's not enough. And yeah, sadly, we can't do anything with any of that. So we'll do a bit of merging. These guys could, though, potentially lead a force. We need a bit more eyes on the ground for that. You know what? 12 men. That's your job. You're going to go see where that army is. There was one around here. I'd quite like to go deal with Prague. Then we need to go deal with the Polish because they're causing me a fair few problems. I don't know. See, this guy can't make up his mind, and that's fine. Go for Ryazan. We can potentially guard that. I'm sending this Boyar son up in this part of the world just to make sure we've got enough to get that over the line because this isn't a lot. And if no one's gone for it yet, then hopefully we'll be able to hold on for it still. I think it's probably time to end our turn. In Marseille, the guy's going to sally forth, and I'm just going to say get out of the way for now because we do have reinforcements. Our boat is being taken on by Sicily. That's a shame, but we still have a good chance over there. That's absolutely okay. Right, Zygmunt. Okay, no cav, which is a shame, but we can still win this easily enough. Let's head on in. Well, as you can probably imagine, we need to do a little bit of nonsense here, so I don't really care to interrupt the Shredder too much, but we might as well. So Mr. General's just going to get involved. Good work, Zygmunt, but I don't need you to do what most people do here, which is flee and die. So we need to be a little bit careful with him. Nonetheless, yeah, just get him moving around this flank is a good place to be for, yeah, some good old crossbow lads. So yeah, get your crossbow horses over there. What I would say actually is that they are getting some nice shots in. So maybe, just maybe, yeah, we'd actually just aim at the tower right now. Interesting. I haven't told them to do that, but that is what they're doing. So I'm just going to go and deal with the arch militia. If nothing else, just keep them moving. Hopefully then they won't be attacking us by shooting. So we're just going to get in the way. We do need to go and get in the way of that ram now. So yes, we've kept them busy for a moment, but not very long actually. Not ideal. Keep charging to those spear militia where at all possible. Good old Ziggy. Now, if we can get into the back of these guys. Nice bit of distraction. Oh, that's a rout. Wasn't expecting that. Double rout. Oh, Ziggy, baby, you are the one. Oh, he's laying his Stardust upon this battle. That is absolutely magnificent stuff. They're already falling apart. Oh, I love it. I mean, this is very much a section of doom here, but yeah, we want to get on top of these guys while we can. Get on, shoot that ram as much as you can, lads. Shoot the ram, and yeah, just get on top of them. Make sure that they are all fleeing and not coming back. And I think this battle's already won. Oh, I love it. Okay, archers. Just shoot down their archers. Apparently we charged into these guys. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted you to actually go deal with them, but we might just rout them anyway, which would be amusing if we did. So, okay. Send the general over there. Just continue mopping them up. We'll let the rest of these guys panic, and hopefully we'll have them cleared out before long. So they are really, really legging it over here now. That's fine. These guys can do what they want. That lad is not going to serve them very well. They're going to be dead very, very soon indeed. I'll take them off flaming missile. Don't need to worry about that. Let's just get the actual missiles in best we can. Ziggy's going to mop them up, and the flaming missiles, which I told you to stop by the way, are still raining down. They're going to get a few hits in on the woodsman potentially, but they're in such a bad position getting shot here that I am very, very happy to continue as we are. I'm kind of astounded that they're still fighting, considering, yeah, the amount of routing that had already happened. He says, as soon as they rout. Okay, Excellent job. We'll just get everyone to stop shooting. You can all run off over there. And instead, yes, we will just let the general mop these guys up. So, they are scattering themselves to the wind. We'll finish them off. Bit of a mess of a charge here because everyone's a bit random and scattered. It's fine. We'll deal with them. Wellity, wellity, wellity. That is a beautiful victory, sir. And on the note of silly massacres, right, we're back with Tvoromir again, and presumably a pretty mountainous bit of terrain. So it's a pile of, yes, Pathies on this occasion, so decent units, not bad ones to take out. So hopefully we've got enough of a hill to make this work. It is sadly nothing humongous, but it's certainly okay. We've got a fair amount of hill here, so I think we should just... Are they going to charge? No, okay. Yeah, so we'll just take one unit on each. These guys are actually wavering. I'm just going to say actually get a couple units to shoot into them, although they are about to go into their silly little spin. So they're going to spin. I'm going to send the spear militia down the hill at them to see if we can push them away with a little charge. Okay, you guys are getting badly battered by them. And these infantry have apparently half engaged, but they haven't actually done anything. Stop sliding down the hill and start running, because you need to do that or you're going to die. There's quite a lot of arrows going on here, lads. It's annoying, actually. This formation does a very good job of shuffling backwards, doesn't it? It's quite irritating. Okay, well, in that case, focus our power all on them. And are they going to come on into us? I mean, it suits me if they do, but we're just kind of letting our guys die right now. If nothing else, though, we can at least focus on a different set of units. So, yeah, you guys will focus on them. If you guys... Oh, they're steady. Yeah, they're probably going to be quite unhappy about all of this, aren't they? Get them back up the hill. These guys want to fight you. You can fight them, but they're just going to tease you forever. They're doing a surprisingly bad job, it should be said, but they have eventually managed to break that unit, so that's something, I suppose. We're going to change our missiles over to this guy and tell these to run forward. Maybe get yourself onto tight, that'll probably help you in the melee. So, okay, we do indeed have a little bit of a fight with these guys. Shoot into them while you can, and you might as well get yourself into that position. We're about to lose this unit. Indeed, we have lost this unit. So, yeah, this could be annoying. Well, we are whittling this guy down, but very, very slowly indeed. We're changing it over to fire just to try and convince them to run away, which they seem to be doing, but not officially. There's victory! Okay, fine. They're now running. I don't think there's much we need to do about that, but we've done a good amount of damage to them. We've taken a heavy knock here, so I don't know that we're going to be taking anything with them, but we're at least distracting the Turks. And we will be taking them on very soon. So yes, indeed, it's a very, very equal battle as you'd expect for an archer skirmish. But we'll take it. In we go then in Egypt. And I will say now that I've tried this battle twice already with the game freezing each time. And it looks really doable, actually. I think we can sneak our way in, but the game is crashing. So it seems to be the reinforcement army. I'm going to assign this to be controlled by the AI. But if it crashes again, I'm just going to have to withdraw, which is sad because I really think this is doable. This guy wouldn't die. I don't think it's that much of a cheese, considering basically the castle revolts when he leaves. But yeah, the reinforcements wouldn't die. They just come and kill me next turn. Nonetheless, yeah, we're going to give it a go. And if it crashes a third time, then I guess we withdraw and we're just going to have to deal with it. In we go then for take 3, and I really hope this doesn't die. I do wonder if it's one of these units causing the crash, because basically every time their general leaves the castle, it breaks. Now, they do look like they're in a hurry here, which is very reasonable. But, okay, my reinforcements aren't doing anything yet. I need you to be running. Quite a lot running, actually. Normally it lasts about this long, so... Okay, well, we're still going for the time being. I actually have a decent amount of good infantry here who could take him out. So I'm actually fairly confident that we can take out the Sultan. The question is about getting people to the plaza and holding it against them. There's a second entrance over there, and this time we actually have managed to get ourselves quite far actually here. So, gonna say, yeah, what are you guys doing? What does the general want to do? Because I'm just wandering up to his castle right now. I really don't mind if he takes on either of these spears. You know what, guys? I'm gonna say drop. I'm gonna say, yeah, just get yourselves in. There we go. Okay, we've got a little fight on now, and the gate's open, Thomas. The gate has been open this whole time. Okay, well, the gate's open, so I'm just going to say go in that. Not this again. Okay, you guys as well, likewise. Come and join this battle. Put the cocking thing down and run over here. Just pin him in place. Now, we probably should stay with our men here to keep the morale, but quite frankly, we can just take the cocking castle, then we might as well just do that. You guys just need to get on this hill and block it. That's really what we want to see. One Saracen militia. Yeah, these guys are in the rear right now. What we need to do, lads, is make sure we block him. He should be getting back in. This castle is currently under our control. They are hurrying. They are hurrying, unlike my reinforcements. My reinforcements aren't doing a cocking thing. So get yourselves into the general now. This archer should be somewhere near the walls. I could let him in, but I'm more interested in just taking that bit over there. So this guy dies no matter what, so it's kind of a waste to be using our energy on him right now. We probably need someone to go and block the gateway, but we probably have to chunk him down first. They do have some cav about to arrive though, so Mr. Archers, come and get involved. Come and get involved. Maybe they'll be teased by us. We will see. So what are they doing? They're pursuing us. Indeed, they are actually just going to take us on. We might have to sacrifice you guys. And that is okay by me, actually. So, infantry are taking a lot of batterings. And they're gradually winning. But down he goes. Okay. This guy took himself out to kill the Sultan, actually, isn't he? Very nice. But with that, we need to get some of these guys in and blocking their way. So I'm going to tell these guys to get out of there. And I'm going to tell you guys to get out of there as well. And at this point then, yeah, we'll just start running back to this plaza. How are you doing? You seem to be doing very well, it should be said. Ooh, they've got archer militia arriving. This could be very close, actually. But I think it's fine. We'll be able to get these infantry into position, I would say. So, yes, infantry onto this hill, and we'll be in a good position to, yeah, just claim victory. We've got 1 minute 30 to hold, and to be honest, they're going to take at least 1 minute to get there. They're very quick, it should be said, but I think we've got it. At this point then, they are about to arrive, but we are just going to make sure we chop down this guy as he turns up. Please, someone just kill him. Down he goes. That's A-okay. We've got like 30 seconds. You guys just need to hold them off the plaza for long enough, okay? That's all you need to do. No. Do not leave the cocking plaza, you utter numpties. My infantry are too slow. They're not actually going to make it. You guys, hold them there. Hold them there. Hold them there. Just 13 seconds. This is absolutely silly. Okay, you guys just hit those desert archers and we'll just hold them off for as long as possible. These guys are now fleeing. That's absolutely fine. 4 seconds from victory. And, okay, we can claim victory anytime we want. We'll just continue for a second and see if we can do a tiny bit more damage onto these guys. But to be honest, reinforcements are arriving. We just need to quit. Right. Lovely stuff. For some reason, we needed the reinforcements to not be under my control for the game to not crash. But I'm happy with that. Well, Stettin is now under siege. Vladislaw now under siege. The Poles are relentless. And Castlevania back under attack by the English. The English who could be attacking us in England right now. Okay. They do indeed want to go and kill my generals. Which gives me London. Which gives me money. But, yeah, they fancy their chance. They actually fancy our chances. That's hilarious. We're going to withdraw, but we'll see if we want to do something there. And jihad has been called. I hope it's not on me. On Al Hakim, that sounds like something that I would have... Okay, it's empty. That sounds like a standard jihad call on this game, doesn't it? A completely empty town that no one cares about. Fine. We found a Russian bishop, which is unusual. Faction announcements, by the way. Anything interesting? Robin Elise, you sound... Yes. What the cocking Nora is this? Armoured swords and Welsh longbow? Okay, sir, you might have just found yourself some friends. Now, I'll be honest, I'd kind of like you to do something like take this, but this army's floating around, and I feel like it would be very silly not to join you up. So, what do I do with it? You could make it to Nottingham as well. Let's go and do... Is this really stupid? 6 generals with this guy. 3 very good infantry. We could just smash them. I say we do it. Let's play hardball with these lads. Okay, you sir, come and join up with us. Yeah, you get to stay as general. That's absolutely reasonable. And then there's London to go take care of. Okay. Oh, this is absolutely lovely. We have really stretched ourselves thin here with the Poles. We're just about holding them off in these towns, but we're not exactly in a great position. We can probably sally forth against him. Marcus is... Oh, thank Jeebus. Smolensk is not well guarded. 3 units right now. Hopefully they don't get more. They've got a big army over here in Moscow. I think their land is so big that they just don't know where to put their men. They're sort of running back and forth. We're now close to Bulgar, which only has 2 units right now. We can get a 4th unit in a while. Russia are big and awkward to deal with. In the meantime, the likes of Poland and Hungary are just having a field day, mopping up behind me. It's not good. But Emperor John is being a bit indecisive. He doesn't fancy his chances here in Constantinople, which means that we've now got the opportunity. Now, yes, Admiral Lombertos is going to move towards Nicosia. We can land there and at the very least get the Cav to start the siege next turn. These guys can also make it, which is absolutely marvellous, because I think they've earned it, damn it. A little Cyprus holiday is what their plan always was. So fair play to them. Now, you're probably completely useless unless there's an empty town somewhere. So I'm just going to walk here, and if we can reinforce anyone, we will. But it is what it is. Moses, do you want to come and actually just do some research? You've done plenty of converting here. So Bologna's got a few men. So does Florence, another half stack. Also, Marseille. Let's get this back under siege. Seeing as we have this force here. Might as well. Stalfan we can't quite put under siege with the infantry, but the... Yes, the Cav can make it, which... Also brings this guy into the battlefield. We're on a bridge, so I guess we're okay. The reinforcements will be there if they attack us on the field. If it's a sally with him next to us, we'll probably have to withdraw. So we'll have to see about that. That really begs the question of Innsbruck, because we sent this guy out to have a little look-see, and he's had a look-see and he's found something. So I think I want to try and get this force together with Nuremberg. Where can you get to? There. Let's grab most of these guys. We'll just leave those behind. Well, if we can grab these together, we'll head towards Vienna and then up to Prague. And that should hopefully... Well, if Hungary want to mop it up afterwards, they can. But it could be irritating. At least that way we've got something to go do with Poland. So yes, we've got a bit of mopping up to do against the Poles. Vladislav should be easy enough. Poland also, by the way, have Captain Piotr over here. Boleslav's still just hanging out in Haldor, just as safe as a result, because they're not bothering to attack it. So yes, this is all looking very interesting. Dublin's got another turn till it can fall. We haven't got anything, I don't think, to take this turn, but next turn we got Dublin. Nottingham, maybe. It's not a good army, so you probably... London, well, that's the turn after, isn't it? London's this turn, so we can have money from that. And elsewhere, oh yes. We also have this. Maybe this is what we should end the day with, because I reckon we can do this. Okay, let's take on this guy in the field, Captain Bieda. Okay, ballista, mailed knights, and some spear militia. They're good, but we've got enough archers to take them down. Let's head on in. Let's take Palermo. This is a little bit awkward, it should be said, because we seem to be quite badly down the hill, although the ballista's just marching towards us, which is unusual. Not really what I was expecting. Nonetheless, I think we'll just aim at the mailed knights at this point. If one of you can just aim at the spear militia, that will be marvellous. We're just going to get our cavalry in position. Don't really know why these guys are in the position they are, but we'll just charge on into them and see what happens. Get the camels in a vague position as well. And hopefully, yeah, we'll just interrupt them. That's fine. Why are some of you over there? I don't know. Get yourselves out of there. Fine. Well, at least those ballistas aren't going to be bothering us too much. We will just move backwards for a moment. Really know what they're currently doing. Kind of works, though, to be honest. So we'll throw some javelins into the mailed knights. Get the camels in to help, to be honest, because we need any help. You guys were supposed to be the fake front line of archers, to be honest, lads. It's kind of your job. I mean, I did kind of cock up the order, so fair enough, to be honest. But yeah, we'll just come and get these guys into the rear. The mailed knights are hopefully going to fall apart pretty soon, because otherwise we have a problem. Get the camels into play. And I will say 3 of you to start aiming at those spear militia because we need them gone. Right, those mailed knights are now broken. All missiles need to be shooting. If you could get off the video clip, please. I would like to be giving new instructions. Thank you very much. No more of that. Right, yeah, save the wine. Get out of the sodding way of the infantry, chaps. Okay? Now, unfortunately, we're going to have to let those guys go. They might come back into the battle. There's still a general to kill, of course. So we'll see about that. Still, spear militia need to go down. You can shoot that ballista. We do not want him back in the battle. Right, indeed, he's going to come back in. And we can just try and make sure this time we've got the desert cav around the flank, because the general's still a little bit away. But the general is over there somewhere. Okay, over there somewhere. Yeah, you guys want to intercept. Thank you very much. So, with that job done, everyone should be shooting them. Don't know why the infantry haven't been getting involved. Don't know why my cavalry haven't been listening to any of my instructions. But you know what? I think we're absolutely fine as we are. Let's get those cav to get flying forward. And I'm going to say at this point, lads, yeah, get a few shots in if you can. I'd rather take this castle now, but I'm not sure I'm going to have the opportunity, to be honest. If we can get a better hill for the general, quite like that. So yeah, get yourselves running up the hill. These guys have got ahead of them, which is perfect. Go and mop them up. Do not let them escape. For the first time he dealt with, then it's just the king himself. Guys, you're supposed to be skirmishing. Thank you very much. Your job is just to let everyone else get in position on this very nice hill we have up here. So spearmen, you also should be moving. I just forgot to give you a clear instruction. So you guys continue to just throw some javelins in. I'll let you skirmish if you so want. Where's our position? You know what? They're getting tired, so I'd probably say this is a good point just to call it there. You guys get in front. Let's just make sure we are all in position in time and maybe have a moment to rest. This guy won't have taken any hits yet, so we just need to make sure we're in position. Now, as for my camel friends, you mostly need to be here for a bit of general annoyance and scaring, of course. So we'll just speed this up and let him potentially get himself into position. Okay, very nice. We've got missiles coming into the general now. And everyone should be off skirmish. They are indeed all off skirmish this time. Last time I left one on skirmish, it was the one who's supposed to actually be coming on in. So, he's going to charge on forward. And he's losing a lot of men already. Charge into the rear. Make sure he doesn't escape. I think we've actually got him here. I'm not too concerned. But yeah, let's just make sure these cav have his rear covered here. So yeah, you guys on to guard. And I would say, yeah, at this point, archers, shoot him. They're not going to win by themselves, you fool. You're the next target. Shoot at him. Listen to the instructions, you numpty. Okay, get these guys in. I think we need to just finish this off. Thank you very much. So charge on in, and I think we'll clear him out. There we go. He is indeed fleeing. And we just need to make sure he goes down. Down he goes, and that is Palermo. Still have a few men running away down the hill as victory was granted to us there. Lovely stuff. And that is magnificent news. Palermo falls 5,000, which is just enough to get us close to the line. And I can see Calgary hadn't actually fallen, which is a bit of a shame. I don't know how much damage was done to them either. I'm just going to say attack. Just get it under siege and see what happens here. Still don't know how many there are. However, Sicilian Navy doesn't have anyone on it. You guys can do some merging. These 9 lads can hang behind. We lost our boat. What are you doing here, Mathieu? But yeah, we can head over to Naples and deal with them in time as well. Hopefully this will fall at some point. But yes, okay. This feels like a good place to leave it. Next turn. Well, next time we'll start by taking London. That is this turn, baby. So what have they got? King William the Conqueror. And not very much else. Town Militia, Spear Militia, Holibars and Mailed Knights. We can take them down. It's not a great army, but it will certainly do. So yes, we will deal with him. Turn after that, Nottingham falls. Dublin falls. Stealth and might fall. We'll see about that one. We've got to go and clear out the likes of Stettin and Vladislav. I might just mop those up in between episodes. We'll keep an eye on Pieter over there. And yes, Smolensk will soon be under siege the turn after. Bulgar will be under siege the turn after. Nicosia will be under siege. We might, if we're lucky, be able to take out, yeah, both Russia and the Byzantines, which would be absolutely magnificent if so. So we will see about that. There might be an opportunity just to burn down a few other things as well. They clearly had ballistas. Maybe that's a good 500. And just whack down the music for the finale of the episode here. So there we go. I don't think we actually need anything else here, but yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Plenty of good work done. And with London, adding that money to the kitty would be in a very nice place indeed. We'll let these 180 see if they can take out this lad, because they're there. They couldn't get across the water. Oh yeah, we also must say, oh, we have so much to do next time. So yes, we'll have money at the end of this turn after London. London will be a lot, I would think. So with that, we'll be very much in a good place. And Emperor John, also, you're not in a good place. This is coming together, everyone. And I would say the map is getting greyer and greyer. And whilst we are losing little bits as we go, Hungary and Poland certainly causes trouble. This is not going to hold forever either. We are making dents. We're killing factions. Sicily down to 2. Russia down to 2. Byzantines down to 1. England could be quite quick if Scotland keep battering them here and we do a Nottingham York swing by Bruges. That can end them quickly too. We will see. But for now, I'll leave you. I'm Thomas, the Human, and this has been Medieval 2 Rebels Campaign. Thank you very much, and tally ho. They're all queuing up to fight them. These are truly the British rebels right here. War cry and charge at the dogs of... Oh, they're routing again. What are you doing, my silly trumpet? They're actually taking on my reinforcements. Welcome to the Rebel Experience, ladies and gents.